Tonight on Four-Star Playhouse, Parker presents Charles Boyer in Backstage.
$5.
Not for me. Paul?
Paul, darling.
Are you in or out, Paul? What did you say?
Evan has just bet $5. We are playing a little game called poker. We are on the road with the show, darling.
Sorry, Evan. We're still thinking about that scene in the second act.
Well, Paul, quit being a genius. You've got a successful play. Why don't you leave it alone? You were much more fun when you were just a plain actor.
An actor, dear, but never played. Well, here it goes. Broke? Just about, unless I win this hand.
Well, I'm out.
Utterly, darling, I'm dry.
Here, take mine. I don't want it.
Looks like Evan wins again.
Good enough.
Luckier cards, you know.
I'm on my way.
You know, that's what I hate about being on the road with the show. Never make a dime, lose all your money at cards. Now, back in New York, it's different. You go home after every performance and...
Miriam, let me have some money for a cab, will you?
Cab? I thought you preferred walking to your hotel every night.
Well, it's beginning to rain. What's the matter with you? You've been in a filthy mood all evening.
Oh, you know... Think of it. The great star director, Paul Gibson, noticed me.
Cut it out, Miriam. Evan, let me have a couple of dollars, will you?
Never mind, Evan. I'll let you have the money, darling. I'd just like to know what I'm buying, that's all.
Huh.
$5.
Thank you. You're sure you can spare it?
Just don't do anything I wouldn't do.
You give me a lot of latitude.
Paul, I was hoping you'd take me home.
Oh, surely you can walk across the hall by yourself. You're a big girl now.
Sometimes he aggravates me beyond all sanity.
Well, I'll take you home, Miriam.
Don't be ridiculous. It's just across the hall.
Well, I thought...
Oh, don't be so choosy. One man walks out on you, another man offers to take you home. Take him up on it. When you get to be my age, believe me, you settle for a man, period.
Utterly break it up.
All right, do it your way. But you're never going to hang on to him the way you're going.
No, why not?
So he wants to take a little walk every night. What's wrong with that? Give him a little rope, a little freedom.
Where does he go every night on this so-called walk?
He likes to walk at night. It makes it easier for him to think.
What about?
Well, the play. He has responsibilities. Give me a light.
Taxi!
Time to go for a swim?
Please, leave me alone. Go away.
No. Can't be that bad. A pretty young girl like you, with a whole life ahead of her. Yeah. That's what you needed. A good cry. Let's have a look at you. What's your name?
Amy.
Well, Amy, let's go somewhere and try and straighten things out. Hmm? Now, don't tell me you haven't anything to live for. You know, there is always life itself, if nothing else. Wondering what tomorrow will bring?
I know what tomorrow brings. It's like yesterday and today. Nothing.
What is it, Amy? A man? No man is worth it.
You make it sound so simple. Do you know what it's like not to have a place to live or anything to eat? No one to care whether you live or die? No, you wouldn't know. You just come along and butt into my business. Well, go away. Go away and forget you ever saw me.
You can't stay here in this weather. Let's go somewhere, Amy. Hmm?
Why did you come along? Why couldn't you have been walking down some other street?
Because I wasn't meant to. That was fate.
Fate?
No, don't... Look, I didn't want to walk tonight. Every night for a week, I've walked this way, but tonight it was raining, so I wanted to get a cab. But I couldn't get one. I was forced to walk. That is fate.
So you stopped me. Now you feel like a hero. I'll only do it again. You know that, don't you?
I'm sorry, Amy, but you can't. You can't ever do it again without affecting me. Now, listen. If it had been right for you to take your life, there would not have been anyone on the bridge to stop you. But I was there. I came along. Not 5 minutes earlier or 5 minutes later, just at that moment. And that makes me part of your life. You see that, don't you?
I never thought about it that way.
You must believe me.
You're different from any man I've ever talked to before.
Well then, trust me. You're soaking wet. Well, I've got to get you a place to stay. Come, hurry. Well, I think I can get you a room here. At least you'll be dry. Do you have a room available? Just for the young lady.
No luggage?
No, she just wants a room for the night.
She'll have to pay in advance.
That's all right. You're going to be fine, Amy. You'll see. Tomorrow, everything will look different to you. Oh. Here. Take this. That's all I have with me, but I'll be back in the morning. And then we'll work things out. Hmm? Now, you see? You feel better already. Good night.
Good night. Thank you.
Hello? Give me the desk, please. Oh, good morning, Miriam.
Hello, Paul. I thought we might go to the theater together.
Excuse me. Hello? Hello, desk? This is Mr. Gibson. I want to cash a check. $100. Yes. No, I'll be down in a minute.
I was pretty horrible last night, and I'm sorry. I don't know what got into me. If I caused you any embarrassment, darling,
No, of course not. Now, be a good girl and go to the theater by yourself, will you?
But where are you going?
Something urgent I have to take care of.
But what about the rehearsal?
I'll join you there later. I shan't be long. Thank you. Good morning, madam. I'd like to see a young lady I brought here last night.
What young lady?
Her name is Amy. She registered here last night.
There ain't no Amy registered here.
Of course she's here. I'm telling you, I brought her here myself. It was 3 o'clock in the morning.
Now are you satisfied? I told you there was no... Wait a minute. You say you brought her here yourself?
Yes, at 3 o'clock.
And she had dough with her?
Yes, yes.
That chiseling no good. Willie, come here.
Now, please, madame.
Willie, I'll show him. If he thinks he can put anything over on me.
What's eating you now?
Bester man.
So you're at it again, eh? Not registering people and taking their money so you can play it on the nags.
Oh, what are you yapping about? I'm tired.
This gentleman here said he brought his lady friend in. Ain't that so?
That's right.
Oh, and you leave me alone.
What do you do with her?
Oh, it's you.
Where's the young lady? What did you do with her?
I'll tell you what I did with her. I kicked her out. That's what I did with her.
Kicked her out. But why? She had money. I know because I gave it to her, $5.
Yeah, she had money, all right. Stage money.
Miriam.
Gentlemen, huh?
Wait, tell me. Where did she go?
How should I know?
I've got to find her. It's urgent. Her life depends on it.
Excuse me, mister. I'm a little down on my luck. Could you let me have a little,
Oh. Yes. Oh, wait a minute.
You have the wrong department. Give this party homicide.
Could you call the hospital again?
It wouldn't do any good. When they've got something, they'll call me. You might as well relax, Mr. Gibson. These things take time.
I wish I could. How can I relax until I know? How long will it take?
It's hard to say. Lieutenant Alberts. Yeah, none, eh? How about attempted suicide? No, we don't know her name. First name was Amy, that's all we know. Okay. Keep in touch with me. City Hospital. No suicides or attempts reported so far. But there's no sense of your hanging around here. Why don't you go back to your hotel?
You've been more than kind.
I'll call you when the River Squad comes up with anything. Just routine.
Of course. I won't be at the hotel. I'll be at the theater.
Yes, I have that number.
I'll be there most of the day. I have a matinee.
I'll get in touch with you.
Thank you again.
What are you trying to do? Make a monkey out of me? How do you think I feel night after night?
Well, that's the way it is.
You're in love with him.
Yes, I am. And what are you going to do about it?
I'm going to kill him.
You do, and the police will be notified before the gun is even cold.
You won't stop me. Nobody will.
I won't let you.
Hold it. Miriam, that was changed. You're supposed to go upstage on that.
Upstage and turn my back to the audience? Why, that's ridiculous. And besides, how would I stop him if I did? And Paul said that... Paul, didn't you say that when...
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Gibson. We waited as long as we could, and I went ahead with the rehearsal. Shall we start at the beginning?
What? No, never mind. Go ahead.
Now, look, Paul, What's the matter? Are you sick?
Yes. Sick. Why did you do this, Miriam?
I tried to explain this morning, but you weren't listening to me. But don't look at me as if I'd committed murder. It was only a gag.
A gag.
Well, you weren't paying any attention to me, and I was angry with you.
And for that, a girl may be lying dead at the bottom of the river.
A girl?
Yes, a girl. A girl to whom $5 might have meant the difference between decency and despair. But you had to have your little joke.
I knew there was a girl. I knew you weren't just walking back to your hotel every night.
Oh, for heaven's sake, Miriam, stop it. You're acting like a fool.
Mr. Gibson, you wanted on the telephone.
Oh, thank you. Hello? Yes, this is Mr. Gibson. Oh, yes, Lieutenant. Oh. Thank you. I'll be right there.
Paul, what is it? What happened?
Yeah, I found a girl's body in the river. They want me to identify it.
Oh, Paul, I didn't... I'm going with you.
No, no.
Please, Paul.
Yes. Maybe you should come.
No. That's not her. I'll send a description from missing persons. After all, maybe she didn't. Thank you.
I didn't mean to hurt anyone. You must believe me, Paul. When I gave you that stage money, I didn't think I'd put you through anything like this.
I know. You're a lot of things, Miriam. You're jealous and selfish and spoiled rotten. But you're not vicious. I know that.
Paul.
Come. We have a matinee to do.
Oh, Mr. Gibson, were you okay, Dean?
Later.
What about the second act curtain? Did you change it?
No.
What about Evan's entrance?
I haven't thought about it.
Well, what about a replacement for Angela? We're losing her when we get to Hollywood. That's only 3 weeks off.
You pick somebody.
Me? But you said that you wanted to. Genius.
You should have half the talent he has.
This is going to be some matinee. Half hour. Half hour. You?
I've been waiting for you. I hope you don't mind.
Mine? If you only knew what I've been through. I went to the police, to the morgue.
Oh, it's been a lot of trouble to you.
Trouble? Oh, you don't know the relief. You know, I felt dreadful this morning when I found out about the money. I hope you didn't think that I could do such a thing on purpose.
Oh, no, of course not.
Where did you go last night?
I walked. After they threw me out of the hotel, I walked for hours. And I thought about you. This morning I went to your hotel to tell you I was all right, but you'd left.
Yes, and all that time I thought you... Well, let's forget last night. We must fix things so that nothing like that ever happens to you again.
I wouldn't want to be a burden to you.
Ah, don't be silly. Now, let's see what we can do for you.
I need a job.
Of course you do. Well, I don't know many people here, but I could get in touch with...
I want a job with you.
With me? There aren't any jobs available with the company. You see, I have a secretary.
If I could be near you, I know I'd never be afraid again. It's like you said last night, when you stopped me from killing myself. I'm a part of your life now, and you're a part of mine.
Oh, now, look, Amy. What I meant was, how did you know where to find me?
Mr. Gibson, even if I hadn't seen the play, I would have known you anywhere. Everyone knows your face.
Oh, you recognize me. Well, it's good that you did recognize me. Well, I mean, I hate to think what would have happened if I had been a businessman or someone you couldn't find again. Wait a minute. You said you saw the play? The one I'm doing now?
Oh, yes. I spent my last $2 on it day before yesterday.
So?
I sat in the balcony. It was the most wonderful experience of my life. I'll never forget how wonderful you were. Just wonderful.
You liked it, huh?
Oh, I did. And I could play the part of a girl in the first act.
Play the girl?
I know all her lines. I've seen her play 3 times. All her entrances and exits. You do have to replace it, you.
Just a minute. Just a minute. Turn around, will you?
You wouldn't be sorry. I've had some experience, and if I could just be with you, and you'd never have to worry, you'd know that I'd never try what I tried last night.
Come with me. Sam. This young lady is going to replace Angela. Her name is... What's your last name, dear?
Oh, Madison.
Madison. Amy Madison. Good. Take care of her, will you?
There ought to be a law against it. They're getting young every season.
You wait down there. I'll be right back. Excuse me, Mr. Gibson. Did you say replace Angela?
That's right.
Who is she?
Amy Madison. You just met her.
But I never heard of her. Where'd she come from?
I met her at the river. In the rain.
At a river? How do you know she can act?
Oh, she can act. She gave a very convincing performance last night.